There is a woman on the 50 Ghana Peswa coin. Yes, look, there's a woman on this particular coin. We've all been looking at it, and at one point in time, we've wondered who exactly is the woman on the 50 Ghana Peswa coin. Today, let's talk about the woman. You see, the Ghanaian currency consists of coins and notes. On majority of the notes, such as this particular 10 Ghana cedi note, we find familiar faces such as the big sis. The 6 faces on the screen are freedom fighters, the people who fought for the independence of Ghana. Our history books have them. We've been taught about them in primary, junior high school, and senior high schools. However, when we take the coins, like this particular 50 Peswa coin, we find the face of a woman we've never heard about in school, on social media, or on TV or radio. So who exactly is this particular woman, and why is she on our currency? So this particular woman, her name is Rebecca Naa Dedei Aryeetey. It is believed that she lived from 1923 to somewhere June 1961. Rebecca Naa Dedei was born, according to reports, at a place known as Osu, and then, however, grew up at Jamestown, Accra. You see, the date of birth of Rebecca Naa Dedei is not exactly known. However, history says she was born somewhere in the year 1923. According to history, when Rebecca Naa Dedei completed primary school, she did not continue. She started a flour business which shortly gained so much success, making her very wealthy, influential, and popular in Ghana. Looking at how Rebecca Naa Dedei Aryeetey was flourishing in her flour business, making so much money and influence from that business, the people, especially at the areas around Accra, decided to nickname her Dedei Ashikishan. Ashikishan is a word in Ghana which means flour. So at this point, you are probably asking yourself, so what is the face of a flour businessman or a flour seller doing on the face of the 50 Peswa coin of the Ghanaian currency? Now let me explain. You see, when Rebecca Naa Dedei Aryeetey, known also among people around Accra as Dedei Ashikishan, became very popular when she started gaining so much wealth in her flour business, she decided to contribute to the independence of Ghana. This is how she did it. Rebecca Naa Dedei decided to align herself with the CPP at the time, who were fighting for the freedom of the country. Due to how much money he was making and the amount of influence he was gaining, Rebecca Naa Dedei at some point in time, according to history, became the chief financier of CPP. He was so close to the first Prime Minister and first President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And for most of the campaigns and most of the activities that were carried out by the CPP and Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, it was the woman on the face of the 50 Peswa coin, Rebecca Naa Dedei, aka Dedei Ashikishan, was the one who used her money in order to fund. So when you remember independence, remember Rebecca Naa Dedei. Let's continue. Rebecca Naa Dedei was not just a financier of the CPP. She was also the leader of the CPP Women's Wing. Rebecca Naa Dedei was not hesitant in spending her money to ensure that Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP wins every single election. You see, it is said that it was Rebecca Naa Dedei who funded Nkrumah to win the Keteke Legislative Council seat, leading to the fact that Nkrumah became the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Ghana. But remember, due to the political ambition of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and also most of the policies that he rolled out during his tenure as President of the Republic of Ghana, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah had a lot of enemies in the country. The colonizers were his enemies, and those who were also colonized, the Ghanaians, were also finding enmity with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And you see, due to the amiable relationship between Rebecca Naa Dedei Aryeetey and Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the political rivals and opponents of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah became enemies of Rebecca Naa Dedei as well, just because she was close to Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and she was using her money to fund the independence of Ghana, the fight for the independence of Ghana. So Rebecca Naa Dedei was a target of many. Unfortunately for her, on the 22nd of June 1961, she went to the Volta region Ho precisely for a meeting. Over there at the meeting, she was allegedly given some hot tea. After drinking that particular hot tea, on her way back, she complained of severe stomach pain. That was the beginning of her tragedy. Rebecca Naa Dedei did not recover from that particular stomach pain. She died as a result of the stomach pain. It was alleged that Rebecca Naa Dedei was poisoned. After her death, due to her contribution to the struggle for Ghana's independence, she was honored by the state. First of all, some double-decker buses were brought to Accra by Henry Sawyer. Now, when those buses were brought to Accra, they were named after the woman you see on the 50 pesewa coin, Dedei. The buses were named Naa Dedei after that particular woman in his honor for the contribution he made in the struggle for Ghana's independence. Secondly, his face was found on a state stamp. And thirdly, when the new denomination of the Ghanaian currency were being rolled out in 2007, her face was decided to be put on the 50 pesewa coin. So this particular woman on the 50 pesewa coin is not just a random woman. She is not somebody that did not do anything and then her face is just there. No, this particular woman played a very vital role in the fight for Ghana's independence. As a result of the money, the resources, the energy, and the contribution intellectually, this particular woman helped Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Osajifo, may his soul rest in peace, and may her soul rest in peace also, to fight for the independence of the country. And it was alleged that she was poisoned at the age of 38. So due to the fact that she was struggling for the independence of the country, the freedom we are presently enjoyed, this particular woman died at the age of 38 so that you and I can enjoy some freedom. So anytime you pick the 50 pesewa coin in order to buy water, remember it is Rebecca Naa Dedei that fought for the independence of Ghana with Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. So after watching this video, this particular woman shouldn't appear as a strange woman to you again. Her name is Rebecca Naa Dedei Aryeetey, aka Dedei Ashikishan.